A moment of true royal presence. There are rare occasions when the world collectively pauses and remembers what grace, composure, and royal dignity truly look like. One of those moments happened recently, as Catherine, Princess of Wales, captivated global attention. The elegance, the attire, the poise. It wasn't just a public appearance, it was a defining statement. This wasn't merely about fashion or ceremony. It felt like a reminder of what modern royalty can and should represent: service, dignity, and quiet strength. In an era where image often overshadows substance, Catherine's presence was a clear counterpoint. She didn't need to speak loudly or stage anything elaborate. Her consistency and commitment over the years spoke for themselves. And then, as often happens in these moments, attention shifted. Not naturally, but forcefully. As if someone was trying to remain in the conversation rather than contribute to it meaningfully. Meghan Markle, shortly after Catherine's appearance gained widespread attention, shared content of her own. While it's anyone's right to post, the timing and tone felt familiar, reactive rather than authentic. It's become a pattern. And over time people have started to notice. This isn't about comparisons of appearance or popularity. It's about presence, service, and trust. Qualities that are earned, not declared. Catherine didn't rise in public esteem through headlines or productions. She earned respect quietly, through years of dedication, diplomacy, and restraint. This contrast has grown more visible over time. Meghan, once welcomed into the royal family with immense public excitement, seemed to expect the institution to conform around her. And when it didn't, the narrative quickly shifted from participation to critique. From heartfelt interviews to media deals, the approach became less about collaboration and more about control. No one expected perfection from Meghan, just an understanding of the role and a willingness to grow within it. Catherine, by contrast, embraced her role from the beginning. Not by pretending but by learning. She built her public image not on personality alone, but on patience, consistency, and resilience. It's clear now that Meghan and Harry's path has become about moments. Viral content, media stories, temporary surges of attention. But moments fade. Legacy endures. And that's what William and Catherine are focused on. A long-term vision grounded in duty and quiet leadership. The reality is, people respond to what feels genuine. Catherine's appeal isn't a result of polished videos or social media trends. It's her reliability, the sense that she represents something greater than herself. She doesn't need to explain or justify. Her actions speak clearly. The unfortunate truth is that Meghan, despite having had every opportunity to contribute something lasting, chose a different route. One that has, in the eyes of many, traded substance for spectacle. Instead of leaning into her role and growing within it, she stepped away and turned her platform into a brand. Meanwhile, Catherine continued to build something stronger. Trust, credibility, and quiet influence. Not through spotlight seeking, but through service. And that's why today she stands as not just a royal figure, but a respected global presence. Meghan may still believe she's part of that same conversation, but the world has largely moved on. Not because of bias or tabloids, but because people recognize the difference between presentation and authenticity. Catherine isn't just stepping into history, she's helping shape it. And that's what true leadership and real royalty looks like.